Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've brought any content in regards to hotspots. For the longest time, I did a lot with PyStar. I did all of their videos. Unfortunately, I lost my YouTube channel and all of my videos. I didn't keep backups and I didn't re upload them. But I got started with hotspots back when really you could build a homemade D-Star repeater kind of thing on a board, and you compiled software for it. Uh, Jonathan Naylor, way back in the day, you download his code, you compile it, put it on a Raspberry Pi, set it up on a board, and over the years, technology has just taken off. And geez, then we had the Zum boards. There were all kinds of different repeater boards. They're still out there. You can still get them. You can still build your own digital repeaters without having to buy specific hardware for it. You can still get the little hotspots relatively cheap. You can install a PyStar image and do all of your digital stuff right from this little gadget. Uh, Still requires you to have a radio. I've got an Anytone I use for DMR and also analog. I use that for my Allstar. I've got a Cherie Pi Hat Allstar node, and believe it or not, I prefer the Allstar more than I do the digital modes anymore, just because the audio is so much nicer. You don't have that digital sound to it. Something to be said about analog, but I digress. And we were reminiscing. I can remember this is before Brandmeister or any of the other networks, TGIF. I remember Robert Bretzman. I was talking to him. I met him through some D-Star reflectors way back when, using some type of a repeater board on a hotspot kind of deal. And of course, he's gone on to foster the TGIF network. Of course, Brandmeister came in first. Um, then we've got PyStar, Andy Taylor, just an icon in the digital mode hotspot realm of things. Came up with the PyStar image. I got involved with him early on. Um, yeah, pretty crazy. I'm just trying to think of all the different people. Adrian in Australia. I don't remember his call sign, but he was really big into it, and was a big help in helping me with some of the Linux stuff and compiling images. I even had my own PyStar image out there. Well, it wasn't PyStar then. I had my own hotspot image that you could download, burn onto a disk, similar to PyStar, but it was nowhere near PyStar. When PyStar came out, I jumped right on board with Andy when he finally went open to the public, I guess you'd say. And 5, 6, 7 years, I was part of their support team, and I kind of faded a little bit away from it. Now I'm kind of in and out. As you can see on my YouTube channel, I play around with the Hermes Lite 2, which is an SDR radio. I've had Flex radios. I've had ICOM radios, I should say. I've done satellite stuff, HF, had all the different amps. Now I've got a Hermes Lite 2. I've got an FTD X10. I've got a Mercury Lux amplifier with a Palstar auto tuner. And that's pretty much my HF side of it. However, what I want to talk about today is And of course, we have to talk about the open spots from SharkRF. Uh, let's see. Share this now. This is what I'm using now. Um, the M1KE. And if you go to their products page, you can see they've got the M1KE, or also known as the mic. Got one of those, just got it. And this thing is unfriggin' believable. Don't need this. It'll do all of the modes, digital and Allstar. Um, yeah, I mean, if you buy a D-Star radio nowadays, it's $650 for an HT. Same with the Kenwood radio. They're extremely expensive to do D-Star. Your DMR radios, you can still get those pretty inexpensive. And then you go to the YSF radios, the Yaesus. There you go, another, you know, $500, easy. About $400. I just got this, and it does all of them. There's no radio frequencies involved. It's an IP device. All you need is internet, and if you've got a cell phone, you've probably got a hotspot, and you can connect that right to it and go to brand. You can go to all the different networks, and I'm going to show you a few of that. I'll show you the listing of that, all the different things you can do with it. But they've still got the open spots. I've got an open spot 4 Pro, but you can see they started off with the open spot, then the open spot 2, then the 3, then the 4, then the 4 Pro. I've got a 4 Pro, and now I've got the mic. The reason I did this was because it does Allstar. And what I had to do if I wanted to go mobile with my Allstar, I've got a little travel router that I connect to the hotspot in my truck that I hardwire to my Raspberry Pi, and then my Cherie node and all the wiring and all the crap that goes in the truck. It gets a little overwhelming. And some of the guys from Triangle NC have got the mic, and that's what I went with. So let's take a quick look at the mic. Bring the whole world in your pocket with the M1KE. They are 100% correct. Especially if you're in a situation where you can't use RF radios, you don't, can't have antennas, you don't want to deal with putting together a hotspot. This thing is just amazing. You can do all the menus on it. It's got a screen on it. You could do it all right from this, or you can do a web interface and set it up through that. You can see the photos that are flashing by over here on the screen. Just a great little piece of equipment, and you don't, it's not a lot of work. You don't have to spend a lot of time getting it set up. You don't have to do any wiring or nothing. It's got a battery in it. They claim 30 hours, but that's probably with light use. I used it the other day, moderate use, for about 8 or 9 hours, and I was still at 60% on the battery. So it's got a great battery in it. You can see the size of the battery on the back. It's that big, and keeps it going. It's got buttons here on one side, buttons on the other side. Push the talk in the middle, volume up and down, and then your enter, up, down, and back buttons on the other side. So you can use the menus on the unit itself. I'm connected to mine right now through the web interface. And where am I? Oh, here it is. There we go. So I'm connected on the web interface, and I'm connected to my Cherie Pi right now, which is 558851. And I've got this set up to emulate a node, so it's connected as 558850. And then you could see all the other stuff that it's connected to, because my 558851 is connected to Triangle NC. So it shows you all the nodes. And this is through a web interface. If this was connected to my phone, I could bring it up in the web browser on my phone for the same thing and be able to make changes. If you want to go to quick setup, here is everything it will do. And I'm going to zoom in on this as we go up. As you can see, local broadcaster, parrot, null, IAX2, which is another analog mode, the SharkRF IP client, and then we go into ADN, Allstar, Amcom, Brandmeister, D-Star Gateway, DCS, DMR Plus. Some of these I've never heard of. DVSPH, Echolink. Echolink's been around since the 90s. Of course, FCS for the Yaesu folks. Free DMR, Freestar, HB Link, Ham United, NXDN reflectors, other P25 reflectors, QuadNet, the REF reflectors, TGIF, XLX, XRF, YSF reflectors. It's all in there. And this is the quick menu for setting it up. It automatically populates your DMR ID, NXDN ID, whether or not you have a official amateur radio license, and then your interface modes. Just a ton of stuff you could do with this. And it's so easy. It's so much cheaper than buying all the different mode radios you need. The Yaesu Fusion radio, that's a big chunk of money. I don't even own a D-Star radio right now, but this will actually do the cross-banding for that. It's amazing. Go to your connectors. Here you can see on my connectors, I'm using the IAX2 Allstar link connected to my node, and I've got it connected, registered as a node. If you turn this off, basically you show up on that server by your call sign. So something to think about, and you get a lot of telemetry with it that way. So if I save that and I turn up, so you'll hear a bunch of different telemetry come across.
Node 55850 disconnected. Node W1MSG connected to node 5588851.
So there you go. It disconnected and reconnected. You could put custom screens, I don't know if you can see this. Doesn't want to focus. Oh yeah, there we go. W1MSG. I've got that on my screen. There's just a ton of stuff you can do with it. A ton of stuff. And it's really that simple. That's it. Connect it to your Wi-Fi, walk around, talk on the radio, throw it in your pocket. Comes with a lanyard. You can hang it around your neck. It's just simply amazing. There's in your mic, so you can set up your mic settings. I made a couple of changes here. The IAX2 to 6, we changed that. It's got noise reduction, pitch, chorus, the EQ. These are the EQ settings we find that work the best. Just tons of stuff you can do. It's just really impressive. Your settings, the different profiles. You can have it do automatic upgrades. I'm currently running one of the beta versions of the firmware. You've got an upgrade button right here. Fill in with GOIP, so that gives you your QTH locator, your grid square basically. Latitude, longitude. I didn't put any heights in there. I just put Oxford, United States. Your DMR settings, D-Star settings, NXDM, P25, IAX2, Echolink settings, just tons of stuff. But it pretty much works right out of the box. You pick whatever mode you want to use it in and connect, whether it be a talk group or a YSF room or whatever, and it just works. Simply amazing. So there you have it. For those of you thinking about digital modes and you don't want to buy all the different radios and you want to participate in all like I said, it does D-Star, DMR, Fusion, P25, NXDN, and so many more. Simply amazing with one unit. A couple $100 cheaper than probably one of the cheapest HTs as far as name brand ICOM or Fusion, Kenwood. And then, of course, your Anytone or any of the other ones that are out there. There's a bunch of them that you can get relatively inexpensive. But this is an all-in-one. Anyway, hope you enjoy the video. I know it's been a while since I've done anything. I've been live broadcasting. If you go to my lives, you'll see where I've been broadcasting some nets and some other stuff through. Well, my early ones were on the FTD X10. The rest are all on the Hermes Lite 2 Plus, which I've got connected to a Windows machine here because my main computer's Mac. Anyway, any questions, leave a comment. And make sure you subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Helps the algorithm. And let me know what you want to see. If you want to see, if you want me to remake another Pi-Star video, still relevant today. There's another image out there that somebody has come up with. I looked at it once or twice. Like I said, I've only got the one hotspot now, and it just pretty much sits here on my desk. My open spot, I do have that connected, but really not doing anything with it, especially now that I've got this SharkRF M1KE mic. Can't beat it. All right, guys, have yourself a great day.